I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. Come on in, everyone. Hey, hey, hey. I hope y'all can hear the sound of my voice. If you can hear the sound of my voice, let me know, please and thank you. Please and thank you by putting your city, your state, your country, your island, wherever you're from into the chat. That way I can shout you guys out real quick. Come on in, okay? I see Lady D Keys, what's up? Anyone that you see with a purple wrench behind their name, they are here to make sure you are having a good time in the chat, okay? So make sure that you guys just be respectful. I don't mind if we have differing opinions, but just be respectful. What's up, Chandra from Houston? Nice to have you. What's up, Shari? What's up, Alpharetta, Georgia? Nice to have you. Child, we got a lot to talk about. Let me get my screen down. Hold on. What's up? Who we got? Marilyn in the house. What's up, Marilyn? Y'all know I'm half blind, child. I do have the comments rolling on the screen, but still, I have to get some glasses soon. Okay. What's up, Louisiana? My favorite place to eat. Okay. Y'all, we got a lot to talk about. Y'all saw the thumbnail, child. We're going to talk about all these people. Okay, Christion Combs, Melody Cherie, Karrueche is back in the news. And we're also going to talk about Denzel Washington and some other things. I got a list of things for y'all. So all you have to do is come in, say hello, hit the like button, okay, by saying hello. And then, have a good time in the chat. That's it. Okay. It is nice to have every single one of y'all. Okay. Cool. All right. First off, I wanted to laugh a little bit at something I saw. To what do I owe the pleasure? Clone in the house. Clone is my real sister. We have the same mama, same daddy. So if you see Clone, okay, that's my sister. Clone in the house specifically. There may be other clones, floating around these YouTube streets, but not Clone in the house, okay? So yeah, only one sister. Let's see, what is up, New Jersey? Nice to have you. What's up, Deshandra? Did I say that right? Deshonda. I don't know why I wanted to put an R in there. My bad. What's up, Deshonda? Anyway, I wanted to play this little clip, this video, because I'm going to tell y'all who is hilarious. I totally get how Dennis gets women now because he's hilarious. Okay? Hi, sis. Hope you're having a good Saturday. I am, actually. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you have one, too. What's up, Kevin? My snarky friend, okay? When Kevin's here, he's going to, anything that I say, Kevin is going to say the exact opposite, okay? He's going to say the exact opposite just to get at me, okay? I don't know why. That's just who he is. What's up, Philly Girl for Life? Nice to have you. Anyway, I thought this was so hilarious. First of all, it is hot as hell in Atlanta. Dennis lives in Atlanta, child. When I saw this man post this photo of this damn wool jacket, this plaid wool jacket, y'all see it, and a black turtleneck, and then look at those damn shoes. What did Dennis have? What is going on? I could not look. Look, it's about to get bigger. Who and why? Why would he put on that shoe? Dennis's foot cannot be that big. He's rocking the Totanics, okay? Oh my goodness. I saw that the other day. That just had me howling, okay? Yes, crazy. Anyway, I don't know why we never saw that on the show. You would think the camera would have panned down real quick because they do like to embarrass people over there, them producers every once in a while, child. But that was hilarious. Not the wool. Is that not a wool jacket? A plaid wool jacket, something you would wear around the Christmas time? Okay, I thought that was hilarious. He is going to have a heat stroke. That's what I was thinking. He went to to, I guess, close on a house because it looks like he was doing paperwork to close on a house. He showed up in this damn Letterman's jacket. Porsha, please help him. That shit was hilarious. Yes, yes. Please help him. He went and put them shoes on, child. I know Porsha was dying. Anyway, we got our laugh on at Dennis's expense. He deserved it, okay? There's another person that I have to make fun of real quick. Hold on. Let me get this photo up. Because, child, why is the Jerry curl back with a vengeance? With a vengeance, okay? Hold on. Let me share my screen. Oh, y'all see it. That's Marc Jacobs, the designer. Hail to the gnaw. Oh my goodness. Now I told y'all the other day that if you like get on TikTok and you just type in like Asians with afros, they literally go get their hair tightly permed, like smaller than a straw, tightly permed, so that when they pick it out, it'll look like a big afro. It'll look like textured hair because they have straight hair, right? They have straight hair. Why Marc Jacobs, child? And then look at what he said. He said the curls are curling, the ringlets are ringing, okay? And he had the nerve to have his lips pursed. Oh my goodness, Fashawn, what is going on? Okay, not the juicy baby, child. Let your soul glow for real. Anyway, that shit was hilarious to me. Yes, apparently he wanted to see what all the hype was about. He was feeling pretty good about it, okay? He got them long ass fingernails on, and now he has a whole Jerry curl. Congrats to him. Congrats to him. I don't know where he went to get it done, but he did it. He did it, okay? Child, let me take this down real fast. Where's my stuff at? Oh, here we go. Listen, they done messed up the board back here. Y'all know they switch stuff around every time there's a new pay period. And I swear to God, I don't know where nothing is. Now, listen, I have a question for y'all. A couple of months ago, I did a story on Denzel Washington. Y'all might remember that, right? I talked to y'all about him being baptized. He became an ordained minister. And I was like, ooh, I hope nothing comes out about Denzel. Oh my God, what is going on? Because it was he's been so public about his life. And he's, 70. I think he turned 70 this year. No, he turned 70 last year. He'll be 70 this year. Hold on. Y'all still talking about Marc Jacobs. Let me see. Let me get his photo back up here. Looking like a Frenchie. Damn it. From On Living Color. Kevin said on another note, Marc Jacobs he has your favorite cologne, Kevin? Okay, that's good to know. I have to smell that at the store just to see what it's like. I like when, men love certain fragrances. Okay. Help me out. Anyway, back to what I was saying about Denzel Washington. He became this ordained minister. He was baptized. He was talking a lot about his personal life in ways that we had not heard before, okay? And then people was asking questions about it on the red carpet with his children. I think he had 2 kids who was in some sort of like a big movie. And you could see that there was like a difference in how they spoke about their mom, like their eyes lit up like, oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? Like their mama is their heart. And when they were asking questions about Denzel, like, how do you feel following his footsteps and stuff? They had very like just controlled answers. It was like, you can find this anywhere on YouTube. There were all kinds of bloggers and content creators, all kinds of outlets that were talking about it. Anyway, I had to go and do some research, child, because I guess I didn't look up everything. Thank you, Lady D Keys. You are always the sweetest in reminding me about these damn, this banner, okay? Everything that I say is alleged. all over TikTok, for sure, all over TikTok. Oh, Fashawn said that she has the Marc Jacobs perfume as well. Hey, everybody, welcome to the chat. Hit the like button, share the video. I appreciate every single one of y'all for being over here, okay? Right now, we are talking about Denzel Washington because I had to go look up an article about him, child. I thought I had read it, but then I thought, maybe I misunderstood. And I didn't know if y'all read it. So let's all read it again together right now. We're going to take that down and put this one up. Y'all might have saw this. It came out in the Los Angeles Times. I think it was also in Esquire magazine, Vanity Fair, and a few others. But last year, Denzel Washington had came out and said that he is nearly 10 years sober from, the narcotics and alcohol use that led to a lot of damage with his health. Okay, listen, Denzel is the bomb.com, the bee's knees, okay? He is very well respected. And listen, I'm bringing this up for a couple of reasons. Because number one, y'all know we love our faves, right? We love our faves. And sometimes, I shouldn't even say sometimes, all of us, we're human, we fall down, but we get back the fuck up. You feel me? And he is no different, okay? He got his flaws, but the man is talking. He's letting people know we saw this person on screen. You can tell he was all about his craft. Anybody who wants to be an actor, I am sure, is studying something about Denzel. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Erica? What's up? But it's not often that we have somebody that is big and as great as a Denzel Washington who comes out and says, listen, I'm as human as y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm as human as you. I fell down. I have a family who gave me grace. 10 years of alcohol abuse. And he said that he has been a heavy drug user. That's what was in the print. A heavy drug user since he was a child. He said that's where he learned it from. Okay, so let's get into this article. Now this is an older photo. Y'all might have recognized this. This is an older photo. However, Fashawn, for sure. Okay, I hope you don't mind me saying that. But yes, it's testimony. Damn it, what is wrong with people? Why is it that we don't think that everybody, has a vice or something? But let's get into it together because I think everybody in my chat loves Denzel Washington. You know what I'm saying? I have talked about him many days on this channel. His wife, Pauletta, his kids, I've quoted things that he said, and I'm about to do it again, damn it, okay? So let's go. Hold on. Let me open this up so I can see. It says Denzel Washington will celebrate more than just the holidays this December. This would have been in 2024. This is very recent, okay? 2024. He says the two-time Oscar winner will hit a major milestone in his sobriety journey. 10 years alcohol and drug free. Okay, so he was 69 years old then, he's 70 now. The 69-year-old screen legend shares his upcoming anniversary in Esquire, recalling how he had did a lot of damage to his body with his past alcohol and drug abuse. He said, I stopped at age 60 and I haven't had a thimble's worth since. That was a cover story. He put that story out there to the public. He says things are opening up for me, like being 70, it's real. Anyway, hold on, child. We're going to read all of it because I was shocked at the type of drugs this man was doing, okay? But that doesn't mean that you throw your life away. It's just a blessing that he's able to share his story because it helps somebody. Anyway, it goes on to say that he recalls his petty tame first trip on acid. Okay, that's right in the middle. On acid during his childhood and how he used to use alcohol to help him cope with losing the 2000 lead actor's Oscar to Kevin Spacey. He said that's when he started really drinking. And then it went on from there. It clearly got worse. Keep talking to me in them comments, child. We about to talk about this. Okay. Goes on to say that Washington said that at the time he felt like he had to drink and was bitter about the loss, though he holds no ill will towards Spacey. After recalling his pity party and how he left it up to his wife Pauletta to help him carry out the Oscars and voting duties of Malcolm X and things like that, because he just didn't want to be, a part of the shit anymore. So his wife literally was helping him nurse him back together. You know what I'm saying? He said that Washington would often order 2 bottles of wine at a time from the liquor store. Now, he said they were expensive bottles. He was like, give me the best you got. And then he also said that his wife would be like, dude, why are you ordering just 2? Because he would drink 2 bottles of wine by himself a night. 2 bottles of wine by himself a night. And I think that he has like 5 or 6 kids too, Anyway, y'all see that right there? He said drinking was a 15-year pattern. And then look at the bottom line. He said that living in the streets of New York, where he remembers dope fiends, he said that's where he got started. And then he said he was never strung out, but he said he used the heroin, the Coca-Cola, and hard drugs. Okay? And he said that was a part of his life. That was a part of his life. He has 4 children. Thank you for correcting me. Okay. He said he had 4 children. He said, I shot up dope like they shot dope, like the dope fiend shot dope, but I never got strung out. And I never got strung out on liquor. Now, he may say that. I guess the proper term is a functioning addict. I think that's how they refer to it. But what he, the stuff that happened in that household with his wife and children, those are their stories to share. That doesn't mean they don't love their father or the husband. But listen, the grace that went into this, am I right? The grace that his wife showed him, the grace that his children show him to this day, they're allowing him to tell his story the way he wants to tell it. But damn, I had to go back and look at it because I thought maybe I misread something. Okay. I love me some Denzel for sure. I appreciate Denzel's realness. Me too. Fans need to know the difference between the character and the human being. Girl, tell it. Okay. Girl, he played his role in Flight with those drugs. Yeah. I mean, listen, you got to go through some shit, right? Not everybody's journey is going to be the same, but we all fall. Okay. We all fall for something, right? He's always been your favorite actor. Cool. I was hoping that nobody felt differently about him just because he shared some shit. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it because that's what we're supposed to do. He didn't put his business in Vanity Fair and Los Angeles Times and all those things because he didn't want people to talk about it. He absolutely did. And I think that he also wanted to give his children and his wife space to talk about it because they have covered him for those many years. You know what I'm saying? And nobody would have guessed it. Nobody would have guessed it. If something would have happened to him and, if, he became another name that passed away from an overdose, we would all be shocked. All of us. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to say, can we just love our greats and also talk about them and the stories that they share with us without people getting in their feelings and thinking that you're, you can't keep somebody's name in their mouth or whatever the hell. I just wanted to make sure. What is up, Latrice? I appreciate you for stopping through from Phoenix, Arizona. Hey, Dark and Lovely. One of his sons is in film production. Yeah, I think they all do stuff in the movie business. He was a functioning addict, and he's not even talking about it that way. He's just now opening up, right? He literally dropped this story in November and December. He was an ordained minister. And the way he described it was, I wasn't strung out. There's an actual word for it. It's called functioning addict. Okay. Child. So who knows? He's 70 now, and I feel like he's telling stories because he want us to be able to, take a peek into a life that we thought was fairly perfect. We thought that Denzel Washington's family was fairly perfect. When people talk about the longest marriage in Hollywood and beautiful families, he's at the top of the list, and he still is. Okay. No, ma'am, your comprehension skills are on point. Baby, we're going to talk about comprehension in just a second, but I appreciate you for, with the sisterly love, okay? His wife, Pauletta, has married for years. She has been very supportive. Yes. Yes. She's letting this man take the journey he wants to take. He said that he knows that he's done a lot of damage to his body. And right now it looks like he's just trying to get information out there for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that when you are, struggling with something and you see that if Denzel Washington got through it, I'm going to get through it. That's what you think. I agree, Erica. You are right about that, child. You are 1000% correct. Okay, we're moving on from the Denzel Washington story. I just want to make sure that what I read was what I read, baby. Okay, now let's talk about P. Diddy real quick, child. Because he's still in the news for things, a lot of things. Now, the other day I had came to y'all and told you I thought that Trump was, going to give Diddy a pardon. That was the rumors that was out there on the social media streets. But Trump has since come out and said, yeah, there would have been a time I would have thought to do that, but not anymore, because he talked bad about me, okay? If y'all want to know, I know a lot of people may not realize that you're in an emotionally abusive relationship right now with the government, because this is the type of shit that you wake up and have nightmares from. The government, Congress, the Supreme Court, the DOJ, all of them, for the most part, we are all in an emotionally abusive relationship with those clowns. Okay, I'm not taking it back. But yeah, Trump came out and said, I'm not doing that. He gave this petty ass reason why, child, for them. Because you really don't want the president to say, I don't like him. He talked bad about me. You wouldn't think that he's above it, but he's not. He's not, okay? But that's one of the things. Also, his lawyer had come out. Y'all know they were trying to see if they could get a bond for Diddy so that he can, stay out, be with his children, or whatever the hell his plans were, while he awaits sentencing in October. But it was denied, okay? The prosecutors came and said, I don't even know why this is still a question. This man is dangerous. He should not be out. The victims are still afraid for their life. Please keep him in there. Keep him in there a little while longer. Let him cook, okay? Let him cook, okay? But anyway, long story short, the defense team, Diddy's lawyer, said, listen, the man is lonely. This is the reasons they gave for wanting to get him out of there. They said that he's lonely. He doesn't like the food in prison. All he eats is cereal for the most part, or he'll eat nothing at all. They said that he looks real skinny, grayed out and skinny in jail. What else did they say? They said he misses his kids, that he's been writing a lot of letters and poems and things like that, and that he's been setting up new programs in the jail. So he's in a prison that's called MCD, and I think that's supposed to be the worst over there, one of the worst over there. So they want to see if they can move him at least to something more favorable. Isn't that the word they used with Maxwell the other day? Moving her to Texas in a more favorable prison, something that's not so harsh. Well, they wanted to move Diddy to something more favorable, and the judge told him, hell no, okay? Hell no. Apple Jacks and cornflakes, that's what I heard. That's what it said in the thing. So as of right now, no movement for him. He stays where he stays, okay? Is it a shame? I don't know. Do y'all think that's unfair that the person who helped a pedo gets moved to a more favorable, less restrictive prison, and Diddy is his circumstances remain the same? Let me know in the chat what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Anyway, let's talk about another story real fast. Who else do I have? They will take care of each other. Who will take care of each other? Are you talking about Diddy and Maxwell? No. Right now, Diddy is in a prison that's worse than the one Maxwell is in. She was actually moved to better accommodations. Is anybody paying attention? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Ali. Ali said there's a certain group of people that'll take care of each other. Gotcha. Okay, so let's talk about another story. Erica said if we could not get into any trouble. Erica, that's a part of the human affliction, baby. That's why this is so scary. That's why this is so scary. It's impossible not to get in trouble. The degrees of trouble, maybe, but somebody's going to get in trouble. But I understand, child. Anyway, here's some tea that Kamala is sharing. She said that she has had a lot of intelligence meetings, and she said the one thing that she will never do walking down the street is have ear pods on. She will always have her wireless earphones on. Okay. So if you have earphones, this is important because she said that anybody can tap in to the wireless ear pod and hear what you're listening to. So sometimes you think you're having a conversation that only you can hear because you got that earphone in your ear. She said, not true. So all Americans, okay, pretty much everybody, if you can, child, go on ahead and get yourself a pair of wired earphones. That way, you know what I'm saying? If you're making some money moves, maybe you have to give an account number or something real quick, yo social real quick, and you think that you're the only one who can hear it. Not true. Or if someone's on the other end telling you stuff, okay? Not true. She was moved according to jail regulations. Ooh. So how is that the case? Let me know, child. I'm curious. I wonder if he's really the worst of the worst parts, or if he's just looking for something that looks like a hotel room. That's funny. From what I'm understanding, it's dorm style rooms. So he's in some sort of dorm with other, like 5 or 6 or whatever many people they put in there. Child, I don't know. I have a pair of wired ones, but I would just want to recommend it just in case, child. You never know. You never know. Stay out of trouble. Let's talk about somebody that is trouble real fast. She has been in the blogs damn near every day. And that is no other than Porsha Williams. Okay, is her middle name Denise? Or is her middle name Diane like her mama? Anyway, Porsha D. Williams is selling her home, the one that her mama was living in. She's selling her Duluth home for $1.85 million amid the divorce. Well, the divorce has happened, but she is in Simon's house. It looks like she told her mama, come on in, child. You don't need a place to stay. We're going to get this one gutted and cleared out. And they are selling it. It feels like that's a real low number. But right now, that's what she's selling it for. And y'all know she was already, at least she was home shopping on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was home shopping. So we shall see. I think it's hilarious, personally. She might put a little extra money in her pocket and sell the house that she, once shared with Simon, and then those proceeds together might buy her next big house. Okay, so Jacqueline is dropping tea on Maxwell. She said because of her conviction, she isn't supposed to be in the type of prison that she was moved to. Okay, so they're going to move her back because I think she went from Florida to Texas. So they're going to transport her back to Texas, is what you're saying. And I thought this was approved by the DOJ for some reason. I thought that was approved. Porsha isn't bright. Why would she sell the home she purchased for a new home? The home she purchased might be a little outdated, especially since she's had a little, luxury living. She might want to move her furniture and things that she have into a new house. I would think. Hell, I've had how many houses in my lifetime? I don't even remember anymore, but a lot, enough. I thought it was her other house that Porsha put on the market for sale. She put the house that her mother lives in. So she has the Duluth house, right? She has another house other than Duluth? I thought she only had the one. Candy sold a home that was dirt cheap. For real? She got a plan for her and it ain't good. Maxwell is not safe. Okay, so you're saying that Maxwell might not make it out of Texas or Florida? That's a shame. All right, so listen, people are saying good luck to her. They said that the mortgage rates, has she seen the mortgage rates? Because it's not good. Anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know she's still making plans. She is now in a TV series on top of filming RHOA. Y'all remember this is what she was doing before. She had at least 3 TV shows. She was on the radio. She was doing Dish Nation. And it looks like she's trying to ramp up and do the same thing. Now she has the 2 TV shows, right? She has the 2 TV shows. She has a movie. She has some sort of peach margarita or something that she's doing. She has her hairline, her bed sheets and stuff like that. So she got a lot of businesses that she's working. Good for her. We should all be so lucky, child. Who else do I want to talk about? Speaking of being so lucky. Speaking of being so lucky, child, it looks like Shannon Sharpe is very unlucky, and this time he has dragged Chad Ochocinco into the mix with him. So y'all remember that dumbass video? There's a little slice right there, right beside Shannon, where y'all remember Usher was going down the aisles at his concert, putting cherries in people's mouths, pinching asses. I think he got who was that singer, the young girl who was dating someone named Derek? Who was it? Akilah and the Bee. Who was in Akilah and the Bee? I actually like her. I see her face, but I can't think of her name. Anyway, her boyfriend broke up with her when she went over to that damn Keke Palmer. Right? Thank you, girl. Keke Palmer. Her boyfriend broke up with her when she went on stage and Usher was palming her ass and they was rocking and singing to each other. That was the end of it. Yes, I heard of that, Erica. But yeah, anyway, the lady that was at this concert, I guess Chad and Shannon Sharpe was taking some jokes at her and saying things about how her husband was going to have a problem with it. And I think we all took those jokes. We all had those kind of jokes. But this lady believes that it was defamation. So she's suing this man or both of them together for $20 million over alleged false claims about her Usher moment, which was real. I don't know. We talk about lawyers will do anything. Everybody deserves a fair trial. Even if you did it, you deserve a lawyer, okay? The court will appoint you one. But this is something different. I don't know who she paid. I don't know who she paid to take this retainer. In court documents, exclusively obtained by U.S. Sun Child, the woman, her name is Jomita Tillman, is suing Sharpe as well as Ochocinco for making jokes. They said that they knowingly propagated a false narrative about her marital status, and I guess she feels a little butthurt about it. Okay, so she's going to see if she can get any of their 20 million. Child, if y'all think that this lawsuit is, well, she might try to sue me. Let me end it. I'll end it here. Just in case. Who knows? I cannot believe it. She's reaching. Everyone went to that live concert. Thank you. That's what I said. Everybody went to the damn concert. Everybody had a good time. Clone, what you laughing at, child? Clearly, the lady might have a little bit of happiness inside of her when it comes to, suing people. Sue happy. Shannon can't catch a break. She said if he's issuing money, she's going to get it. And here's the crazy part. Now, I told y'all that Shannon got fired on his day off over there at the ESPN. It came out that he was making about $6.5 million. $6.5 million over there. And he has kissed that bye-bye. Now, he did come out and give like a public statement saying something to the effect of he's not bothered by it. He's okay with their decision. He's just upset that his news, the stain of his news has tarnished his brother's big day, who was getting, inducted in the Hall of Fame. So that was his only comment about it. What you think that the court should throw this out? Damn, I'm telling you, what is going on? But yeah, he said that he just felt bad about that. But he said his brother forgave him. Okay. He's on his channel. He said, listen, my brother pulled me aside and said, don't even worry about that. Okay. That's not a big deal. You and I are still solid. And what did I tell y'all the other day? I said that the men be getting over this kind of shit real easy, child. Real easy. Y'all remember Ocho Cinco got let go from the Gators when he had headbutted Evelyn from Basketball Wives. They picked his ass up. He walked into the football office in the flip-flops they give you in jail because you have to take your shoes off to make sure that he had his job. And they had to tell him, we got to let you go. Okay. But look at him now. It's being said that he's going to take over Shannon's job, the one that Shannon got fired from over there at ESPN. And he might be picking up that $6.5 million salary. What y'all think about that? Usher did no such thing to Kiki. What are you saying? Are you saying that Usher and Kiki weren't bumping uglies on that stage and she was screaming and all kinds of stuff? Wasn't she grabbing something? Tell me, Kevin. I guess Kevin is a fact checker over here. He's trying to keep everything on the up and up, child. Let me know. Anyway, I thought the shit was hilarious. And wouldn't that be something? Because I think Chad and Shannon Sharpe, they still have their podcast together. And Shannon, I get the impression Shannon is just a little jelly. You understand? Shannon is jealous of the other football players. I think some audio had came out maybe 2 months ago where he was like, I don't fuck with anybody that play football and all that other stuff. And he gave a whole list of names. And I do believe that Ocho Cinco was on the list. Okay. Shannon gots to be more careful. I agree. Anyway, let's see what happens next. It's rolling down the pike for him, down the hill, child. Anyway, who do I have after Shannon? Karrueche. Karrueche, which some people on social media has been affectionately calling Coochie. Why, I don't know. Coochie. Okay. Anyway, listen, I told y'all that it was possible that Karrueche was dating Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is 57. Karrueche Tran is 37. And there were a couple of people who took that news very hard. People were saying that it's his goddaughter. People were saying things like, you don't know anything about Deion Sanders. He would never, okay? But y'all, Deion did come out apparently he was asked a question, and it would have been super easy if that was his goddaughter to say, take that pox off my motherfucking house, okay? What you're not gonna do is make people think that me and my goddaughter, okay, is doing anything ever. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. What he did do is say, oh, is this thing on? I gotta go. I gotta go. Okay. Don't leave that open. That's dirty. If he wasn't, he would have said so. Okay. Let's see. I really don't understand this hookup. It's the same hookup that's been happening since the beginning of time. Older man, younger woman. That's it. A younger, attractive woman at that. No, that wasn't, he refused to dignify it with an answer. He joked. He laughed. He joked and he laughed over something that shouldn't have been joked and laughed at. Don't do that over, especially if that's somebody you consider your family. Oh, child. Some of y'all are still lost. Anyway, that's okay. I ended up going back and trying to find some information on it, and I found it. Because I was thinking, did this come out? And it did. It came out in 2000. Had it come out before this hotel room, before the the hospital room visit? It did. It had already come out before the hospital room visit. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. This was a part of a blog back in August of 2024. They posted, spotted Karrueche holding hands with Deion Sanders at Nick and Steph's restaurant. Holding hands, being intimate, okay? And then apparently, it didn't stop there. Claudia Jordan dropped some tea the other day where she says listen, Claudia says she's real good friends with every damn body, so who knows? But she says she's really good friends with Deion's ex-girlfriend, ex-fiance, actually. Let me put her face up here. Do y'all remember her? She used to be married to Babyface. They've been lighting her up on social media, and she hasn't denied not one moment of it, and neither has he. And if she's getting attacked like that, you would think that somebody would come in and intervene, especially a 57-year-old man. He's not a 30-something or a 20-something who just, got some ass yesterday. He's a grown man with children, and you wouldn't let that happen. And he has a daughter. You wouldn't let that happen, okay? Tracy, thank you. So apparently, Tracy had heard the rumor last year in 2024. She had heard the rumor last year. You remember it too? Thank you. And when she heard it, she confronted Karrueche, and Karrueche denied it. So wouldn't you think that she would know if that was his goddaughter? Because from what I'm understanding, when she saw Karrueche in that hospital room, she fell out. Okay? She fell out and was like pain, like, oh. Okay, so he doesn't owe her, I guess, anything. That's what most people would say. Hey, Chronic. I think I put your thing up here. What's up, Chronic? Welcome to the chat. Tracy was married to Eddie Murphy. When? Oh yeah, for like a little bit. I think they were married for like a month, maybe like a week. But you're right. Tracy Edmonds was married to Eddie Murphy. Okay. Anyway, I just want to share that this rumor didn't just start. The rumor actually came out last year, 2024, and this would be a full year. It's a full circle moment, circle moment right now. All right. So listen, it was very brief. I agree. Listen, last night I did a video. Some of y'all might have saw it. Where I had talked about some comments that was left over on Melody's Facebook page. But anyway, when it was all said and done, there were some people in the chat saying that they wanted her back on the show. And I was like, do you want her back on the show? Because there was a movement. There was a movement. Y'all can rewrite history if you want to, but I'm not going to be there with you. I got to be within, I have to have all my mind together, child. The older you get, the worse it gets. You know what I'm saying? So I need to have all my mind together. But anyway, long story short, I ended up saying she had left the show for the fans, which wasn't a dog. It was to say, listen, y'all, that's kind of ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? Because you would think that if she's saying things like, you guys were there for me when I didn't have anybody else and stuff like that, it felt like it was for the fans. But anyway, the way people don't know the difference between the word for and because of, like there was a blame, is so heartbreaking, and that's okay. For all of y'all who stayed and stuck around, I thank you. Okay, I had to laugh. I was laughing all day. But let me just show y'all what I actually said, which wasn't wrong at all. Okay? I said she quit for her fans. This implies, this is a literal definition I had to get, that she quit on behalf to benefit her fans, or as in it was a good intention or something good. It was basically like an honor, like she was helping the fans be encouraged, that kind of thing. Thank you. It wasn't bad. Whereas so many people heard for and thought it was because, as in there's nothing positive about it. It means that she was, being pressured to quit or to move on. I thought that shit was hilarious. And it's okay. It's okay, because I know all it takes is one person to fuck up a word, and before you know it, everybody is doing it. But I was like, I wasn't even on that long. And everybody got it all messed up, child. It was actually, you would think that it was a good thing, not a bad thing, especially since there was a movement to take her off the show. Damn, it's unfortunate though. Who cares? Yes, I'm not down with that, and I told y'all before, I don't really care. For my own sanity, I have to keep my mind intact. I'm not changing up things to keep people, in some shit place. I'm just never gonna do it. Never. It was her decision. She is the one who had to go on down to the HR department and quit. Okay, she was the one who had to do it. But still, do y'all not remember since season 3, all of the petitions and the demands and I want to talk to Oprah Winfrey myself, and now there's lawsuits and all kinds of shit. Why would that be bad if it actually ended the way you wanted it to end? That's why I said I was confused. Doesn't matter though. You have the definitions. Read it for yourself or Google it for yourself. Let me get this up here real quick. Pilar had the whole man Deion's house and tried to fight him because she got caught cheating. So nah, Tracy did nothing to Pilar. Okay, I think somebody's saying something about that. Anyway, it does not matter. That's all I really had to say about it. I just was crying. I was crying laughing because I was like, that's not even what I had to go back and listen. Like, did I say that? I didn't. And it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, that's it. That's all, folks. Okay, I showed y'all everything I had to say. It is what it is. I appreciate every single one of y'all who came over here to rock with me. Okay. I appreciate all of my moderators, every single one of my subscribers, and those of y'all who just tune in just to take a break and listen to something different, child. That's cool. I love that. I love that about this community. Okay. And I love the fact that y'all can say stuff and we can joke and laugh. And I love when Kevin comes in. I don't know why he's been absent lately, but he was supposed to bring me back some tea and he didn't. I don't know what happened. Okay. He's supposed to tell me what was going on between Usher and Keke Palmer. But either way, y'all, hit that like button for me, please, and thank you. Make sure you are following me on all my platforms, including this one. Hit the subscribe button. What else? What else? What else? I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me, and I will check you on the next one. Bye-bye.